Hey, how's it going, guys? This is a top 5 best GPUs to buy in February. You guys have been requesting me to do an update to this series for a little while now. I was waiting for the GTX 960 to come out. I was expecting that GPU to be a really solid card to pick up as a mid-range GPU. It kind of flopped, so this list is a lot similar to December's list, but hey, you guys have been requesting me to do this, so I thought let's just get it out there. So starting the list off, I went with the XFX Radeon R7 260X. This is a really solid low-end video card. If you go with mail-in rebates and promo codes and stuff like that, this GPU is actually only $90. Base price, it's about $115. This is a really solid entry-level GPU for lower resolution gaming like 1600 by 900, or if you're playing at 1280 by 720. This GPU definitely excels at that. You can game at 1080p with lower-end games, but you know, games like Battlefield 4, Witcher 2, Witcher 3, upcoming Dying Light, that's not going to be possible at 1080p maxed out. You know, you're going to have to lower the settings, but you can still game at 1080p. You're just not going to be maxing everything out, getting 60 FPS. But this GPU is really cheap. Like I said, base price around $115, and if you do use rebates and the promo codes available, you can get this as low as $90. So this is a really good entry-level video card for, say, a $400, $500 build. This will work really well. Or if you already have a PC, say you have an HP PC that you bought a while ago, and you're just looking to buy a graphics card to pop in, the XFX Radeon R7 260X isn't a bad option to turn your work desktop, your school desktop into a gaming machine. Definitely not a bad option at all, and it's very cheap. Moving on to number 4, I went with the HIS Radeon R9 283GB. This is only $170 right now, and this is a really good GPU to get into 1080p gaming. You're not going to be able to max out everything, but a lot of games like Battlefield 4, Dying Light, Witcher 2, even games like Witcher 3, upcoming games, you're going to be able to play them at 1080p with really solid settings and really solid frame rates, and this GPU's price keeps on going down, so I think right now is a great time to pick this GPU up. Really solid, only $170, and the HIS ones has a really solid cooler as well, so if you want to do overclocking, that's an option too. And for $170, this is just a great GPU to pick up right now for a mid-level gaming machine. Number 3, I went with the XFX Radeon R9 285 2GB double dissipation video card. I was really shocked about how cheap this is right now. Base price on Newegg right now is $210. If you want to use the rebate too, it'll bring it down to $180. Just a great GPU. It's a lot like the R9 280, but obviously it's the 285 that's going to perform better, and it's a great GPU. I mean, it's similar to the R9 280. I just thought they were very similar in price. I had to throw both of them out. If you're the kind of person that is going to use the rebate, I would go with the R9 285. Otherwise, go with the R9 280. Similarly priced, but the 285 does have a rebate, where the 280 does not. I know some of you guys aren't into rebates, so it's up to you. They're very similar GPUs, but the 285 is faster, a little bit more expensive, but if you use that rebate, it's going to come down in price. So both of those are really good GPUs for number 4 and number 3 on this list. Number 2, I went with the MSI Radeon R9 294GB twin Frozer video card. Around $270 is its base price. $30 rebate on this as well, bringing it down to $240 if you want to use the rebate. This is a fantastic GPU, mainly because of how low the price is going. Like I said, after a rebate, you're getting this for $240, and even at its base price of $270, this is a really solid deal for a really capable video card. Not only are you going to be able to max out nearly every game at 1080p, this can do 1440p gaming as well, because it does have 4GB of video buffer. So this is just a tremendous video card for 1080p gaming. You're going to be able to play all the latest games, Dying Light, Witcher 3, Battlefield Hardline, all those games upcoming and current, and you can play at 1440p. At 1440p, you are going to struggle with some games, but you can definitely game at that kind of resolution, and at 1080p, this thing's just a monster for its price. Only $270, $240 after a rebate, and just a great GPU from MSI. The Twin Frozer one as well can do really solid overclocking, so if you're into that, you can get even more performance out of this, so that's always nice. And just a great GPU from MSI, the R9 294GB video card. Number 1, you guys might be a little surprised with, I went with the MSI GeForce GTX 970. Now, I know there's been a lot of controversy with this GPU about the video buffer, it only having 3.5GB and 4GB. AMD also threw out its jab on, I saw it on Facebook. That was a pretty great jab by AMD, I'm not gonna lie. But even with 3.5GB of video buffer, and yes, it is false advertisement, so you really can't give NVIDIA a pass on that. This is still a beast of a GPU. At 1080p, you're going to be able to max out any game, get 60 FPS, 1440p, you can game at that too. FYI, I have a 970, and I've been able to game at 1440p pretty well. 1080p, no problem at all. Just a great GPU, and I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding it right now, but, you know, what can you do? Like I said, you can't give NVIDIA a pass on false advertising, but hey, them's the break. So, yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Also, I just want to throw out, you guys are going to notice that this list is very AMD dominated. NVIDIA, honestly, like, as far as mid-range GPUs go, they absolutely suck right now. I was really expecting the GTX 960 to turn that around, but it really hasn't. A lot of the AMD cards are cheaper in price, perform the same, or a little bit more expensive, and perform a lot better, so I couldn't really recommend that GPU right now. It's only really good for NVIDIA diehards, and even then, I think you should just go with the AMD GPU because they are cheaper, they perform the same, and some are a little bit more expensive, but they perform so much better. I just think that GPU doesn't do anything for me. It's a solid card, but the AMD equivalents are just better. So, thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.